Good morning. Today we're back with yet another episode of Top 10 Extreme Stick Tricks. So this is the third stick trick tutorial video that I've done. You should totally check out the other two. I will leave the link to the playlist in the description, and then you will know so many stick tricks. Like, oh man, that's a lot of stick tricks. Click that like button. Click that like button. Click that like button. Click that like button. Like, I'm serious, like, click the like button on this video right now. Okay, this one's been probably the most requested trick, so here's how it's done. You're gonna wanna first hold the sticks in the traditional grip. You don't really need good traditional chops to do this, you just need to hold them like this. So this is basically like two different notes. You click, and then you rebound to click like that. So it's like right hand, left hand. Yeah, and then you just repeat that forever and ever, like this. I'm not trying to do that yet. My goodness. So you're gonna need to start this slow to really get the motion down. You wanna try to stay relaxed and use as little arm movement as possible. Just let the sticks do the work. Kind of like when you're playing on a drum, you let the drum head or the pad do the work for you. Very similar here. I said stop it. They know to click the like button, okay? They know. So just like working on any rudiment, you're gonna need to start this slowly and then gradually get faster. You can practice this with a metronome. I mean, I never did, but that could be a good way to get used to this. Start nice and slow, get a little faster over time. And honestly, this took me probably like 3 or 4 years before I figured out how to get it that good. So you're gonna need to practice this a lot in order to get better at this. This really doesn't apply to any other thing in drumming, just this. And you could do other rhythms and rudiments, such as the herta. You can even do like flam accents. For that one, I have to get like a really quick double hit like that to get the flam. And then you can incorporate it into a solo like this. This trick is gonna give you so much street cred. Like, I did this one all the time in high school, and I quickly became the coolest kid in my school.
Disclaimer, I was totally not the coolest kid in my school.
So at your football games or pep rallies or even at a competition, you can bounce the crap out of a stick on the track as long as you have a rubber track. Now, as you can see by this room, I don't have a rubber track here. So I'm gonna use the drum pad here on the ground to act as a rubber track. And you can do all kinds of cool things with this. You can throw the stick to yourself. You can throw it to your friends. You can set up some obstacles to try to throw it over. The opportunities are endless, and you will definitely be the coolest kid in your school if you do this every single day. This trick is probably the best possible way to end any phrase or segment. We all know how to bring our sticks in, like that, or play traditional, like that. Here's an extra layer to really take it to the next level. We're gonna bring our sticks in as normal. Then we do this. Oh man, that was crazy, right? So you can hold traditional or matched, it works either way, so it's all with the right hand. What you do is you take your thumb here, and you just flip this stick up like that. This is the stick that's in the back. So you're like this, and then you just kind of rotate it around into your other hand. It's super smooth looking. Or if you're holding match grip, you can do it the other way, just your sticks will be backwards. I mean, if you have a certain part where you start with your sticks both backwards, then that would be a great way to start it. Okay, this trick is one I saw when I was in 6th grade. I was watching the Blast DVD, and the dude did this, and it blew my mind. Like, this was insane. So this trick is basically like the extreme version of the Walk the Dog, where you just hold the stick and play the stick with the other stick. Right, so just leave your hand like open so you're basically not really touching it with the left hand, and then use the other hand to hit it. But we're gonna take it up a notch here. We're not only just gonna do that, we're gonna walk this stick through all of our fingers epically, and then walk back, and then you can even walk up your arm. I'm probably gonna need to take my watch off for this. And we're also gonna try it with the tongue, just like the guy in the Blast DVD did. Actually, I think he did it with his lip, but I don't really know how to do that. I'm gonna do it with my tongue, because I'm awesome. Let me try that again. Okay, maybe the tongue doesn't really work. That felt really uncomfortable and kind of didn't taste good. But the fingers and the arm totally work, and you can be an epic, awesome Walk the Dogger if you learn this trick. I think we can all relate to this when you're just, you know, doing your thing, soloing, doing all these tricks, and then, uh-oh, I made a mistake. Or did I? Here's how you can recover epically when you drop a stick. Rule number 1 of performing is nobody knows that you made a mistake unless you show them that you made a mistake. I dropped a stick. I made a mistake. But we're not gonna act like it. We're gonna act like that was planned. And here's how you do it. You're gonna keep playing with one hand, looking smooth. See how smooth I look? You're gonna come over to this stick. Like put your foot here and then try to get it up onto the other shoe. Oh crap. Just make sure you keep playing with the other hand. That way it won't look like it's a mistake. Oh, alright, we got it. Alright, I'm up on my shoe. Then, with one brief motion. Huh! Ah crap, I hit the roof. Then with one brief motion. Yeah! Totally meant to drop the stick on the ground. Okay, honestly, that's a terrible idea to do that in a solo. However, if you're in a rehearsal wearing drums, especially if you're wearing quads and you drop a stick, it's really awkward trying to like reach over to pick it up. So that might be useful if you have like 30 seconds of time to, you know, put it up on your foot, just kick it up to yourself instead of trying to bend over and you might fall down or injure yourself. This one is a trick that I've seen a lot of show-style drummers use, and it's meant to mimic like the Scotty tenor type flourishing that these people do. Now for this style of drumming, they're actually using like a specific mallet designed like to easily do that. But it is possible to do it with regular sticks, and I'm gonna show you how right now. So you're gonna pinch the sticks like all the way at the back here, so that this part, the butt, can fit like in between where your hand meets between your fulcrum. Because if you're too far up, then that's not gonna work. You gotta have that space. So you do that in both sticks. We're just gonna focus on one hand for now. So you wanna hold your arm all the way out like this, so that you don't hit yourself in the face, and then you're going to do this. All right, you wanna try to get the stick completely vertical all the way around. Like you don't wanna like half it like this. If you can see what I'm doing. I'm not really doing like a full rotation. You wanna try to get it all the way up and around. Sort of like one of those like rotating rocket ship rides at the carnival. So I'm trying to keep my arm like kind of as still as possible. There's gonna be some movement, but it's all in like the wrist and the finger. There. And then practice it in the other hand. Let's get that vertical. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then when you do it with both hands, you want them to be offset from each other, so it'll look super cool, kind of like a windmill, like this. Oh, let me try to start that better. Yeah, getting started is the hardest part. I need to honestly work on this some more. And like the closer you can keep like your wrists together, the more effective it will look from like the front point of view. I'm not really that close together because I still need to work on this one. Then once you get good at that, you can kind of do this variation of it where you're going like horizontally and the sticks like flip around each other. So if you watch just my one hand, I go like under and then over. This one's a little bit tricky to figure out. You're gonna wanna work on it one hand at a time, just like the other way. Under, over, under, over. Over, under, over, under, over, under. And then together, like this. Now just keep in mind, this is like kind of awkward if you're wearing the drum because your harness like protrudes out like past your chest. So while I'm doing it like comfortably here, if I'm wearing a harness, it might actually like hit where the harness is. So you really got to keep your arms extended out, especially if you're wearing the drum while doing this. Bam! What's up? This is a visual that's super awesome and epic, and you should totally do it at all times. So you might be asking, like, how do you play with the sticks like this? And the answer is you don't. This just looks cool to stand around with your sticks like this. So there's no like real technique to this. So you hold one stick like in the middle, put the other stick like in there, and then this one like that. You just do it so you don't drop it. And if you master the 3-stick juggle, which I talked about in the first stick trick tutorial, go check that one out right after this video, you could potentially end with that. I've never actually tried. Well, let's try it right now. Let's see what happens. Yeah! Yeah! Almost got it. Almost got it. Yes! That was the best one. Let's go with that one. Just like that. If you thought those tricks were cool, you haven't seen anything yet. We have the X flip, which looks like this. Looks super cool from the side view. So what I'm doing is I'm just flipping this stick regular and I'm flipping this one inward. Once again, I went over that inward stick flip in the very first stick trick tutorial. And you're gonna do it at the exact same time and at the exact same speed, and it's kind of difficult to figure it out. You gotta toss them and flip them so that it looks like from the side view, like an X forms. I mean, I never actually tried it the other way, like the left hand going in and the right hand doing regular. That feels weird. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. I mean, there's no need to learn it both ways. Really, it's equally as effective. I just figured it out with the right hand going in and the left hand going regular. You can incorporate that into any beats of rest that you have in the music. Okay, this next stick trick, this takes not only a lot of hand-eye coordination, but also a little bit of magic. So we are going to eat this stick whole, and I'm not going to choke to death, alright? I promise. So you need completely vertical windpipe so that this works, then you just put the stick straight up. This is very similar to sword swallowing, right? Once you get this, you can move on to the sword. So you keep your mouth open and just let it... Sometimes you gotta really jam it. Okay, please don't actually try to do that. I hope nobody actually chokes to death from watching this video. I'm faking the crap out of that. I'm just going down the side of my mouth. It's all about perspective here. This is what I'm doing. But from this view, it looks like I'm eating it. And then if you're really committed to this trick, you can act like you're pooping it out. This next trick is so awesome. This will totally, really set you apart if you're playing any kind of tenor solo. Now, this isn't a stick trick, at all, and it's not because I don't know any more stick tricks. This is just a super important little trick for you that every tenor player should really know. And I did this trick in my Barbie Girl solo, and I totally got a lot of internet fame from doing this. But I'm gonna let our expert foot stuffer player... I'm going to feature someone else to talk about this. Please welcome the fabulous Linda Pinta Santa Marimba.
Hi, I'm Linda. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. We have 2 bars of single stroke roll on the spot at 130 beats per minute while standing back here and putting your foot up in there. So it looks like this.
That's all the tricks I got for you guys today. Make sure you click that subscribe button and ring that Liberty Bell and click that like button. Where's the likes? Well, I wanted them that time. Oh, great. Yeah, a little bit late there, guys. A little bit late. And also consider buying a custom t-shirt such as this one. I will leave that link in the description. And have a good morning.